Hello, everyone out there. Oh, my hair is bedhead. Hey everyone, it's Lumin. It's Friday, and our normal stream of Agricola is happening now. Continuing to play EIK GWM France G4 through 7. Today with JJ Lee 2929, Mercator, and Kristen 2. I don't know, I guess, in complete transparency, my only Agricola games recently have been on stream for the stream. It keeps it fresh enough for me, or at least it makes sure it's fresh enough for me to keep streaming regularly for everyone. But it also means I haven't, and for some reason I haven't minded the variance that is added into G6, G7. I consider it a higher variance format, but it's fine. Not especially sure why. Alright, anyway, it's been a couple minutes already. I should figure out what I'm picking. Magician, Deliveryman, Sunday Worker, Cattle Dealer are all reasonable. Nursemaid, if I find Cowboy and Mother, it's been a long time since I played Cowboy and Mother, that would be fun. I think Cattle Dealer is just the most flexible here. I mean, sometimes you're right. Oh no, Mershki, you're not going to stream Agricola anymore. It's definitely a lot of work. And I know you haven't been hitting the viewership that you wanted to. Alright, so I guess I should just look at what I'm getting back here. Milking Hand showing up is, you know, nice. Honor Student could be okay. I like that there might be extra read in the game. I don't need Bargaining Harvester that badly. Animal Renovator might be the play. No, it's not really. I mean, Cleric goes with Nursemaid. Stockman I don't especially need. Pasture Planner could be good. Early Riser could be good. I think Covetous Woman could help me get crops late. Alright, so I think I'll try to get Early Riser or Covetous Woman on the wheel here. And take... Elder's Daughter could be pretty good. Cleric I'm not sure I want. So it's Elder's Daughter or Pasture Planner. Pasture Planner is only 6 for me. Probably don't want to play it with 6. Oh yeah, if you're not playing your best when you stream, then... yeah. When I started streaming, it helped me play well, and that's something that I really enjoyed about streaming. So to each, or everyone has a different, like, preference when it comes to quality of play versus effort spent streaming. I think I've been kind of lucky to be able to, I mean, gain focus from streaming even. Hi, Fofo. Oops. So I'm very tempted to take Prudent Merchant now that I've taken Elder's Daughter, but Coal Investor is just so good. And Appraiser could be nice for Elder's Daughter stuff too. I'm not really sure how to value Appraiser. You're just gonna play less? Yeah, that's fair. No, not Ameliorator. My cow situation is so figured out already, it's hilarious. So Prudent Merchant is likely to give me the well value once. Coal Investor's likely to make sure I fence on time. And Appraiser, question mark. But I think I'm just going to take Appraiser. That feels so wrong. Yeah, that feels way too wrong. Prudent Merchant it is. With Elder's Daughter, I think it makes enough sense. Could even Prudent Merchant Basket Maker's Workshop and feel very fine about it because of the read I want for Cattle Dealer? Yeah, Elder's Daughter should be a fine first Ock for a Hearth, meaning I don't want to stick too many early Ocks in my hand, like Coal Investor would be. Probably fix Sunday Worker out of this pack. Yeah, Cleric and Nursemaid would be fun, but I'm not quite sure that's strong enough. Sunday Worker's just good. Given that I don't have a way to get fields yet, though those often come in the minor improvements, not the Ox. Sunday Worker around 14 Plow Sow is a classic. Honor Student. It's just that I don't need it. I need everything else less. Clay, Sheep, Grain, Wood, Veg, Stone. Sure. Yeah, I'm not going to take Pawnbroker. I don't need to take Read only from an action space. And I don't need to have fenced stables during harvests. So I'll see how the ox situation feels, how the sheep situation feels, because the earlier sheep come, the more likely I'm able to play multiple ox, play a hearth, and take some sheep to feed instead of bottom feeding in stage 1 like I often do. And then Covetous Woman. Cool. That means I'm less likely to want to use Honor Student to get crops. I can just get them off Covetous Woman, assuming that my opponents eventually get Grain and Veg before me. Appraiser really likes Slapdash Reno. I'm actually going to use this draft to check how good that would be, because I really had no idea. Lots of veg here. There are 3 miners that give veg. And then a pumpkin seed press. Pumpkin seed press. Schnapps Distillery, which is a more expensive pumpkin seed press and not as good. So Market Woman might just win. Market Woman is so good in G6, G7. There's really nothing to take here. It's really just take Slapdash Renovation. This does mean... Well, I could take Magic Beans, but not first. I'm not first picking Magic Beans. I want my cows for points anyway. But I do expect to be Covetous Womaning now. So one thing I could do... there was a Vine Dresser in draft also. More chances for my opponents to have things. I could try to, like, eat a veg and then Covetous Woman it back. I think that's legal. Now, Hanging Gardens is interesting because I have this Prudent Merchant in hand, but I do think I want to actually use those spaces. Muddy Waters is very good. I don't think I need to be playing Boar Park. Abandoned Well is interesting because I do have this Prudent Merchant. Rebuilding the well is always fun. And Lamp Oil's very good. It's not Muddy Waters very good. Hanging Gardens means I haven't built fences. Yeah, if I'm spending at least 6 spaces on fencing with Cattle Dealer, then Hanging Gardens is out of the picture. Alright. And I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to play Lamp Oil. Especially because my Awk order is now looking like Elder's Daughter, Cattle Dealer, Covetous Woman, Milking Hand, Prudent Merchant, Sunday Worker. That's like the maximal occupations, I think. Maybe I play Muddy Waters. Seems the most reasonable here. And then Bountiful Harvest. Smoker's interesting, except it's worth no points. Bountiful Harvest is just very good. Don't need to think about that one very much. Animal Feed is fun, but I'm not going to have Planted Fields. Yeah, Abandoned Well is worth a lot less to me also if I play Slapdash. Yeah, and I don't think I've seen too many things worth picking with Appraiser, so... At least definitely not in Pack 1, and there it would be like Smoker. So I think not taking Appraiser is fine. I think I'm overall happy taking Prudent Merchant over Coal Investor as well. Really curious to see if this Covetous Woman idea pays off. Because everyone would need to have a grain and everyone would need to have a veg. And I assume that's in their supply. logged in here. Alright, stone support could be okay. Torch could be okay. Straw is legal. These are not very impressive. I have plenty of clay already, so stone support is almost a waste of a stone. I don't really need food from taking stone. Hey Thytrius, what's up? Like, these are very unhelpful for me, so I can take straw as a take the best card for no other reason, or I could take kindling and probably not use it. And hello, Scholar. Sure. Take straw because why not? You've played Covetous Woman, so that planted crop is enough, but not sure it's correct. Yeah, that matches my feeling. I guess I take magic beans here. I don't take baking tray. I don't need garden weed. Giant scarecrow could be a couple points. One from itself, one from saving me some grain. Yeah, I might as well take magic beans though, just because I know I'm gonna have cattle. What we've agreed on is that Hanging Gardens doesn't have a place in my game, as nice as it would be to play it for free. And then, Abandoned Well lets me renovate when I already have a free reno action, so... Boar Park it is! It's not like Boar Park is bad for me, it's just that it incentivizes other people to fence, and I want to be the fencer. So I can take Smoker or Windmill, which costs 1 more wood and has 2 points on it. I'm already expecting to have a hearth just by playing Elder's Daughter. So I don't feel like I need to take Smoker. It just doesn't seem like very good value. Alright. Almost ready to go here. And I'm second with Major Minor round 1. I think that gives me a chance to play Honor Student here reasonably. If I get Ak. Kristen opens Village Druid, okay. Well, I see no reason to play an Ak for 2 food more than a reed and a stone. Because my goal is still to buy the well and use Prudent Merchant with it. Stone and wood being the best things I could possibly save. JJ Lee playing Delivery Man. Very reasonable round 1 play. And that leaves 3 wood for Mercator. Kristen, I assume, takes 2 play here with Major showing up round 1 and a Village Druid in play. I'm happy to take 2 wood. I don't need to start, nor do I really have anything to start with. Can't even play Boar Park. Very standard round one here. JJ taking day labor after playing expensive Ock, and Mercator doing a cheapo miner to get start player. Sheep round two. Okay, so I think I do want to play Elder's Daughter, so I can buy a hearth relatively soon. And then with the fireplace right in front of me, I'm not going to get the sheep, but I am going to get a better action when Kristen is forced to take sheep. I'm not exactly sure how forced it is. Mercator plays Magician, so maybe I still get Reedstone Food here, because Kristen could just play an Ock to get a sheep. Or Kristen can take 2 Reed, and I still get Reedstone Food. Believe it or not, I'm okay with this. So probably not playing Honor Student, probably going to be just playing Elder's Daughter in stage 1. JJ got Coal Investor, right? Which means Kristen has Appraiser, or discarded it. Mercator, I imagine, traveling players here, getting 2 wood for Kristen, or 3 wood for Kristen. If I get 3 wood here, that would be kind of silly. But apparently it's happening? See, when you're not attached to your cards in strategy, you can just get a room, and food, and stone, and I feel pretty good about my position already. JJ hitting day labor again. Kind of interesting. We have a higher food game in stage 1. Kind of interested to know, or in why JJ has been taking food like this. Too good of a start here? Yeah, I kind of agree, Fofo. Let's see how it could get messed up. Mercator opens Reedstone Food, makes sense. Wants a clay oven relatively quickly. Okay, and Kristen does take the 4 wood, so I don't have the most ridiculous of ridiculous openings, but I do get to play Elder's Daughter here and play a hearth. If I play Covetous Woman early enough, then I might be able to squeeze some reed out of it if I get to no reed, and everyone else has reed for room building. Mercator plays Captain of Outrider. Round 4 is going to be Fences. You get to pay a food to plow. Kristen grabs more wood. I'm gonna take a hearth. I'm getting good moves here. Kristen can build first. I'm okay with this. JJ might start here for 2 reed, because that's the 5th wood. Looks like JJ's thinking here. I mean, 4 clay is a fine move too. So is 3 food fishing, given how aggressively JJ took day labor the second round. So fundamentals question: do you now have to take start player first action to hold down room build and hopefully growth? Tell me more. Yeah, sure. So the idea is I don't want to stress. So if I can let the person right before me take start player in case growth flips late, then that's great. Sometimes I don't have anything better to do except defend growth and take more actions before anyone else can take more actions. I think maybe another good place to kind of start from theoretically is that the perfect situation is getting to build the first room of the game in round 5, setting up so that's the possibility. Because when that happens, if you're the first room in round 5, you get first growth if it flips in 5 or 6 without having to defend start player. So that's naturally efficient. Kristen does take the sheep here. And so here are my choices. I can build a room, hope for early growth, and if it doesn't work out, I have to play a bunch of miners. Or I can do good things here, because there's reedstone food, there's 6 clay, there's 4 food fishing, and let Kristen have the first room, just grow second. That path invites a lot of risk, but I think here a reedstone food goes a long way for me. In that it's my 3rd stone for a prudent merchant. It lets me take another good action on the wheel, like Auk Prudent Merchant, or Auk Covetous Woman, or Cattle Dealer even. Gives me the 3rd reed to deal cattle before building another room. This is very kind to Kristen in that she gets to take sheep and build first. But I see myself getting like 4 clay or 3 wood on the wheel if I just chill out here. I mean, I'm gonna get 4 clay, 3 wood, or Auk. JJ takes 6 clay. Mercator plays Undertaker. Oh gosh, that's a lot of wood added. Oh, that's Mercator's last Auk, and he gets 6 wood, 6 food. Okay. So, I guess I was definitely not expecting that. Though, now the problems it invites is that I'm in a bad position for Mercator to build in front of me now. If I take start, I could go for 6 wood or room, and it would probably be 6 wood. My miners are not good on start player. So now I'm hoping for a later growth to appear. Specifically round 7 if Mercator builds here. Because Kristen's going to start if Mercator builds. Meaning, if round 6 is grow, Mercator will get to grow in 6. But if it's round 7 grow, Mercator might have to grow in 9 or 10. So this is where luck plays a big factor. Am I going to get lucky? I mean, we found round 5 stone, which is a good thing for me. JJ has played bottle. That was a bit earlier. Lots of food on fishing. Prize winning sheep for Kristen. Neat. And she took a stable. The 4 wood is tempting. I think JJ's going to take the fish if I don't. And the fish is going to be pretty nice for me. Now I'm food set. I can take 3 wood, 5 clay, or ock with my second move of the round. That's guaranteed. I'll get at least one of those. I'm thinking JJ probably takes 4 wood here. Early stone is good for Mercator's torch. Can get food in a field by taking stone here, actually. So that might be Mercator's action. Using Captain of Outrider and Torch to get a food in a field net on top of the stone. Seems relatively efficient. JJ takes 4 wood, definitely fine. And Mercator does take the stone action. Writing Maniac for Kristen. Well, that's a good card. Too bad for her I mean, not too bad. She got to build a room, but she probably wasn't expecting to miss out on this round 5 Ock. Yep, round 7, family growth, please, Chris. Now, if I don't touch the wood, I can guarantee myself 6 wood. I think I can just get away with that, right? And play Prudent Merchant here. It's not going to affect anything, because JJ doesn't have room parts. Too bad next round isn't Sunday. That would be perfect. If it's round 7 growth, I could 6 wood well and grow on time. Oh. We got some help here. Chris has blessed us. This is good. This is good news. I feel like I already won. Oh no, I have to build here, not play well. Just in terms of timing, even if JJ didn't take read. Chris has been blessing me a lot, I think it's been a good week. Yeah, it's been a good week or two. I definitely had one game this week where Chris was not blessing. Chris was not blessing at all. This game definitely has been blessed. At least one other game this week was blessed also. Ah, yeah, my auto farm ended up being 53 and win by 3. Which doesn't sound very impressive, but I had such a poor point ceiling on my cards that it's, I think, a fine result. I'm just going to build a room here, no stables. Yeah, I did max 6 categories, and I could have chosen to max 7 categories. Yeah, AFK 53. Not terrible. Mercator getting the clay oven here, so I can take the well next round. Question mark. Let's see, my miner's going to be Bountiful Harvest, though I could play Boar Park. No, JJ would just get a boar. Well, JJ's going to get a boar off me anyway. Early riser, now that's nice for Kristen. That explains the need for only one stable. You've been getting slaughtered in 7 Wonders, but experimenting? Yeah, I mean, sounds good. Have you tried full blue Giza? Mercator renovated with that oven and wants to change improvement. Ah, barbershop. Nice. You tried full green Zeus? Olympia? Oh, you can't? Okay. Still clay oven. I'm not awake enough to catch that read. So Kristen grows. I start. To Boar Park or not to Boar Park? Oh, the free card of every color side of Olympia. So you skimp on brown, collect grays, build all science, pick up a free blue and purple, and it's not very good. Sorry to hear it's not very good. But also, thank you for doing the experimenting so I don't have to. Yeah, appreciate it. Alright, so I'd like to build the well, I think. Well, I have the perfect amount of resources to build the well cattle dealer once. Oh, but I get the resources back from well, so. JJ's going for the double build. That's a fine thing to do when you're growing later in the queue. So yeah, this is the benefit of the growth queue, like, lagging behind strategy. Is that if you guess right, you're in a very, very good position. The downside we didn't see, and the downside to the way I managed the growth queue is that growth flips 5. I grow in 7, but I'm 3rd to grow, and I have to play a bunch of miners to do it. Or at least 1 or 2 more miners. Right, so I avoided a start player action, which is definitely how I prefer to do things. Start player I really consider as half an action. And the more you take start player, the more you help the people right behind you at your own expense. I'm not sure there's much I like to do in Agricola more than avoid start player when I can. I'm gonna take the well now. People have some stone. That's the MO for Puerto Rico? Right. Never ship or produce unless you're the one being helped most. And because I played the well, I can grow with Muddy Waters now. Wow, stacked board. 4 wood for Mercator. JJ needed to feed. Boar come out early, so my boar park is less valuable for my opponents. I like that. Alright, so I could take 4 sheep with my next move, assuming wood and wood get taken by Mercator and Kristen when JJ starts. JJ plays B statue. What is my field situation? I need to get some plows in soon. Oh boy, and Kristen's not taking the 5 wood. She's playing pottery. I mean, you gotta be sure there's a reason for it, but it means that I can take 5 wood instead of 4 sheep. Which one do I need more? I mean, 5 wood has to be right. 5 wood is so much wood. I can go for building a room now, even though it's a late growth game. I probably shouldn't. Merchant Plowman for JJ Lee. So JJ will be building the joinery in some future move. Oh, on growth, because coal investors giving the wood at just the right time. That's neat. And then day laborers for 2 food and a grain, it looks like. Yeah, Mercator gets defense now, which is nice. I have to imagine Kristen takes 4 sheep and plow or grain. Do I get the food for Boar Park? Yes. So I'm almost fed, which is fun. And I have good fence tempo here, though Mercator might have taken 2 fence actions on purpose to get Breeding Boar. There is just Breeding Boar on the board. So Kristen does take the 4 sheep. And then takes 4 clay. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, and then Kristen plays Clay Plaster, so it makes a ton of sense. I did introduce the race for most majors, and we are already starting to take those very quickly. 2, 1, 1, 2. It's usually 3 or 4 that win that card. Now Mercator gets Barbershop for 4, still good. Mercator's doing a fair bit with not great position here. Though I guess, I mean, part of it's due to being 4th and having to start in round 1 with Torch. Something that underwhelming. so I get a food. I think I'm just going to play Cattle Dealer here. 4 wood's very nice, but might be overkill at this point. Kristen taking the reed means that I'm probably not going to get this room in time unless I spend moves this round doing it. And I think I'd really rather have my cattle. JJ gets the bottle now. Right, that's definitely a better food action than Bee Statue. Merc grabs a vegetable and uses Captain of Outrider for another field. That's nice. Yeah, and Kristen is going to reno and get a room here to force Mercator to grow first action. Does that mean I get 6 wood again? Kristen upgrades to a hearth. Covetous is still not useful here. Covetous wants more crops from everyone. Alright, so I take... There's no rush on fencing. What's my other move? Just Reedstone, I think? Because taking 4 wood and then 6 wood doesn't seem very useful. Kristen's gonna build. To get in front of JJ. There's a lot of wood in this game. I guess Mercator threw in 6. JJ's thrown in 13. Okay, so maybe there is just a lot of wood in this game. Fence 14 on 8 spaces. I'm gonna fence once, so my second fencing action can give me another boar and 4 pastures. I think fence again later to... Alright, minus read to a... And then I eat the pig. Wow, what a board. 6 wood, 3 pigs. Yeah, what I'm thinking is I fence this and then I cut the existing pasture twice to get to 4 pastures. Could always throw stables in it later. Right, I mean, I don't have cloister though, which means it's fine to spend more wood on some actual fences. Right, take this wood out of principle. I mean, I kind of should try to build another room, but also late growth means I shouldn't. I just get to spend this wood on stables now. My cabbage from Kristen is nice. It's a great reason to play pottery. Kristen's short on wood, but that's about it. Let's see. The 3 pigs are just there. Yeah, there's fences timing and pigs timing here. I think I have enough food, so I do fences timing. And we'll see if Kristen takes the 3 pigs or not. I have to assume she does, but... I could just play Milking Hand. I could just take 2 sheep. I kind of want to try to get 3 sheep here next round. I could take clay and start slapdash. That's a good move. My crops are really hurting. I should get fields. Maybe I should just plow instead of taking animals or clay. Gosh, and there's 3 stone on the board. Oh, wow. No, I take 3 pigs. This is, some animals. I can get up to 8 cows, 7 pigs without doing anything. Because Milking Hand can start basically feeding me. Maybe I don't get to 8 cows. Maybe I only get to 6. I should definitely make sure I get 6. Kristen plays Ameliorator here on Riding Maniac. This is the wooden food one? Oh no, this is using guilds. Ground pickaxe plow. Nice. I'm not going to be taking these cows. My best move is probably 5 clay into start player, but also plowing is really tough. Fofo, I finally understand what you mean by fence 14 with 8. Shepherd's Crook style. That took me way too long to understand. Yeah, that would have been a fine move also. That would have absolutely worked. So Milking Hand and 5 clay would be my perfect remaining actions, I think. Yeah, it just took me so long to realize it. Kristen plays Fireplace, meaning she's trying to lock up that Elder's Daughter, which makes a lot of sense. I'm going to take 5 clay, because I don't really care which ox spot, compared to how much clay I'm getting here. And then either start Slapdash, or just play Milking Hand. Ooh, I have Magic Beans also. That might help a real amount. I mean, start magic beans. How did I not see that earlier? Start magic beans is really strong for me. Pay an extra pig, I guess, to eat. Eating a pig will help me with capacity for now before I build stables, even though it removes point ceiling. I guess eating a cow is similar removal of point ceiling. Yeah, it has to be start magic beans if I can get it. Otherwise, I'm happy to play Milking Hand. I might just be able to play Windmill this game, just because of extra resources. JJ re-entering the game, so must have had something bug out. And then takes the fences action as has been expected for a while. Fencing 13. Which leaves 3 wood for joinery the rest of the game. Yeah, that makes sense. Sensing that Kristen is so far behind on wood actions that she'll need to be sweeping it all very fast and furious. Mercator takes stone food field. Oh, and Ram Wrangler for Kristen. That's fun. I was skipped. All right. Whoa. So I feed a boar and 3 more food. I get a cow back. And then I'm super happy with either round 12 action. Still having a point ceiling card, keeping my point ceiling cards available to me. It opens up Bountiful Harvest. Slapdash will be playable. I guess my miners are now in this order of likelihood to be played. And my ox are in this order likely to be played. Goodbye, honor student. I'll keep it there. Honor student's like barely in the picture. Alright, so JJ took clay, it looks like. Or just already had 8 clay. Already had 8 clay. Takes the 4 stone. That's what it is. Mercator took Sobake, and Kristen was out of moves. Alright, so because I was ready for Plowso, Chris gave me growth. Yeah, this is very kind from Chris. I will take it. Yeah, I think I wanted family growth over Plowso. Though I am not going to complain about a 5-point Plowso. With Plow's situation being kind of iffy. Yeah, having an extra action for the rest of the game is going to be huge. JJ takes the stone oven. Meaning if I can get Basket Maker's Workshop, I will tie on Elder's Daughter. Chris is absolutely blessing. No doubt. No doubt. And Kristen's in such a wood situation that she needs to take the 3 wood after Mercator takes 4. And I get the 3 reed. I still want a slapdash before just Renault BMW. Two sheep is okay. The great thing is I can still take a wood action to build more stables. That's not out of the question for me. Yeah, exactly, Thytrius. Those extra Reedstone foods coming in handy here. A nice little pumpkin seed press for Mercator here on start player. Not quite sure if the goal is Plowso. Oh, it's gotta be Plowso. Because Captain of Outrider means we won't need to... I don't know, Grow's still good for him. SP again? I was thinking about it. Renault Slapdash into Milking Hand seems really strong, though. And then play Basket Maker's Workshop next round. Very early. There is a wood on Ock now. I have to assume someone's taking it. JJ grows with Hammock, okay. We might end up with some fairly big families here, even with late growth flipping. Or at least first growth flipping late. I will need to prioritize taking Basket Maker's Workshop, but it's 5 points. It means my Reno is harder to do, but not impossible. Kristen plays Wood Collector. Wow. 3 wood action. Sure, I mean, it denies a wood from whoever would take that Ock otherwise, which is probably me. It's like either Milking Hand or Reno Bountiful Harvest and back and then Milking Hand, but that doesn't seem very good. Might destroy my tempo in getting Basket Maker's Workshop. Just pay the extra food. Get a good action. JJ doesn't have a green, so Covetous Woman is not active. We'll see if Mercator turns down the extra food for a field. I can't imagine that that happens. Meaning Kristen can grow. Oh, no, Mercator grows. I should have imagined it. And Kristen's obviously taking Plowsow. Grain onto the artichoke field there. I kind of have to plow, unfortunately. Or take start. Start lets me have a good Sunday worker action. If I play Sunday worker. I'm not convinced that's right. Yeah, okay. JJ gets the 3 pigs. JJ is kind of hungry here. I want Reedstone food. I want major... You're convinced it's the right move, Fofo? I mean, it feels good for a lot of reasons. I'm not sure who I'd be losing to, but Mercator has a farm. And JJ's getting things, looks like barely in time. Reedstone food is actually a huge action this round. With only Mercator for sure being able to renovate. Right, Sunday gets me the plow anyway. So Reedstone food and Basket Makers are 2 actions I pretty much need. Reedstone food, so I'm a Reedstone food away from Reno. JJ gets 2 cows here, though. Not great. I should have really considered those 2 cows a bit more. I think that was a little weak from me. Covetous Woman gets me a sheep. It's just that I don't want to risk the Reedstone food. Kristen takes Clay Wood. Okay. Now I can look for an actual action here. Plow, I guess. It's a food cheaper than Sunday Worker. 2 food cheaper than Sunday Worker. JJ takes 2 wood. Miner to get a reed. Kristen gets fences down here. Oh, Merchant Plowman. Duh, because the 2 wood was spent on hammock. In my head, it was still that JJ had the right amount of wood, but certainly not. Alright. Alright, so I should be able to covetous for a sheep. If sheep get taken. Kristen doesn't need to cook this sheep anymore. All of you in the chat will appreciate that the sheep aren't going immediately to slaughter. Alright, so Plowsow, Reedstone, Reno, Stables X. Covetous. That's my round. And if I don't get Reedstone, I might just play Windmill. Take a grain. It would be sad to not get Reno because of how it's free. Oh, and I could eat a reed. JJ gets a grain from B statue. Okay. Alright, so I take my 4-point Plowsow. Aw, man, JJ's taking Reedstone food. Okay. I guess I don't need the reed anymore, so I can still take 3 stone. That's just a 4 food loss for me. If I take the stone and JJ Renos, then I just lose out. And JJ might not have better things to do. Being at 5 people already? Oh, not yet 5 people. Didn't grow last round. Okay. Sharp move from JJ. I can just take 3 2-point moves for 6 points. If this move fails, then I just lose 2 points. They can plow also? Yeah. They're also not great on food, though they have some spare animals. I guess I can Reno Windmill, so it's a lot of points. Not do stables. I should have enough 2-point moves on this board. Yeah, we're at least forcing the issue. I don't know if people in Agricola are scared, Thytrius. Seems a bit of a stretch. Well, the news is bad. The news is bad. JJ is renovating, says the play-by-play. Because, I mean, I could easily not leave the space also. Like, there's no guarantee that I actually use my slapdash renovation. Alright, so I need sheep and grain. JJ playing Lotus Roots. I guess that also makes sense if the food needs to happen soon. Counter block. No. Let's see. I think JJ's been tracking my game well enough to know that I can slapdash. If I play Covetous Woman, then... okay. Mercator says yes. And JJ says think yes. Okay. Yeah, but this guarantees that I get both the 2-point actions I want. And I have enough food to spare because I can eat the reed now that I'm not renovating. Oh, I guess I had Windmill as a 2-point action also. I forgot I had one less action now. Alright. Thanks, Thytrius. I'm gonna guess that I don't quite win this game, but it's very close. I might. Have a good one, man. I mean, yeah, the renovation cost me 5 points. Oh, and I forgot I had stables also as a 2-point move. Yeah, okay. Probably shouldn't have played it. I'll be fine either way. In terms of what I lost in opportunity cost, it's just taking 3 2-point actions, right? Oh, and Plow was there too. All the 2-point actions. That's what happens when it's late growth. You don't have time to do everything. Oops. Okay. JJ gets to use magic beans now on growth. So I got 10 food there. Let's see, Milking Hand 3, Elder's Daughter 3, Bountiful Harvest. I do have points here and there. I think I still win, but we'll see. Oh, Magic Bean's really getting passed around now. Well, that score is not as high as I wanted it to be. Beats JJ. Mercator's going to be very close. Kristen might have it too. Wow. Kristen might pull this off? Kristen needs a lot of food. Yeah, I mean, it has to be right for JJ to have blocked me with the game this close. Mercator 44, so I clear Mercator and JJ. Oh, come on, computer, let me type that. Yeah, I don't know if we'll beat Kristen or not. Yeah, because if JJ lets me get a 5-point action, then JJ can only substitute with a 2-point action or so. Kristen ties me. Okay, I'll take that. Alright, so I'll report. So, yeah, that went fine. Barely squeaked out there. Yeah, what could have been done better? I mean, the maximization at the end was rough. My lead was big enough where I could have just taken the 3 2-point actions. But it was really hard for me to see that, and I made JJ rush Reno maybe before they wanted to. Unlikely. Lotus Roots was probably the play from them no matter what. Alright, but yeah, a good game. A close-fought game here. Even with a lot of luck, I only tie, so, I mean, that means I probably misplayed some. More than just the endgame here. Thanks, Fofo. Yep, GG. Thank you all for hanging out on this Friday. I'm glad we got a nice, quick game in here. And regarding Terra Mystica stream, still don't have a great answer on timing. It might just not be happening. It's either tomorrow evening or Sunday evening, I would guess. Evening, Eastern time, late afternoon, West Coast. 11 p.m. midnight-ish European. But if that happens then, or it will happen then or not at all this weekend. And for Agricola fans only, I will see you on Monday. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. See ya.